Less than a week away from Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 1's release, we got a new trailer today for the upcoming game, The Karate Kid Street Rumble. This is very exciting news given the amazing beat-em-ups we've had over the past couple of years, starting with Shredder's Revenge. Let's break down the trailer, including some details you might have missed. Let's first break down the trailer scene by scene. The trailer opens up with a tube TV with the channel showing programs that either indicate the game's aesthetic or foreshadow some elements of the game. We first see a vaporwave sunset, a woman in an exercise or dance video, a brief shot of two Asian people bowing to each other with cherry blossoms in the background, two cobras ready to fight each other with some people in the background in what seems to be in a karate studio, and very briefly a glance at the All Valley, followed by the Karate Kid logo. The channel settles on Daniel wearing his attire from the Catching the Fly with Chopsticks scene in the first movie, performing the crane kick on Johnny wearing his tournament gear in what seems to be after their fight at the All Valley. We then cut to the famous Halloween fight scene from the movie near Daniel's apartment, where we see LaRusso fighting Johnny and other Cobra Kai members, with this game notably including female ones, in their skeleton attire. The next scene shows us with Daniel, joined by other playable characters Mr. Miyagi, Kumiko, and Ali, squaring off with Chozen at the Obon Festival at the end of Karate Kid Part 2. The next scene cuts to what seems to be the locker room at the All Valley Sports Arena, as we can see showers in the background, where the group is fighting Cobra Kai students with the players showing off their specials. Daniel's crane kick, Miyagi's uppercut and double palm technique, Kumiko attacking with both her fans in a swinging motion, and Ali executing a splits kick. The next scene shows Tomi Village as the group is fighting what seems to be Sato students this time, given their yellow gis that are similar to Chozen's, and some bikers, as Yuji Okamoto, Chozen's actor, shared a picture where Chozen, Toshio, and Taro are seen on motorcycles, possibly a scene that got deleted from the final cut of Karate Kid Part 2. The next scene shows the group being approached by Terry Silver in the Cobra Kai dojo, most likely from the scene where he and Kreese revealed their plan to Daniel, followed by Johnny approaching the playable characters in front of Daniel's apartment in Reseda, wearing his biker gear from the first movie, and then lastly, Kreese approaching the group in the Cobra Kai dojo, though not from the movies, but rather Johnny's dojo in the Cobra Kai series. Daniel and his friends are then approached by teenagers at golf and stuff, and then Kumiko is shown executing another super move by swinging her fans at what I assume to be the All Valley Sports Arena. We see another iconic scene where Daniel is fighting Johnny at West Valley High School, a nod to the scene where Daniel gets into a fight with Bobby on the soccer field. The fight in golf and stuff continues, followed by a close-up of Kumiko attacking enemies with the group. The trailer then shows us the infamous beach fight from the first Karate Kid movie, though with a twist. The boss fight is set during the day when Johnny comes charging in on his bike but is knocked off of it by Daniel's crane kick. The gang is seen fighting what I assume to be West Valley students at the Halloween dance, which then cuts to Miyagi and Ali fighting some bikers on the streets of Reseda, where before the next scene is shown, Ali seems to do a stretch which grants her a buff. We cut to the Cobra Kai dojo from the first movie where Daniel and friends fight some of the students, with Ali executing a somersault kick. We then see another fight at the All Valley Sports Arena where the tournament normally would be, with a poorly character and some other Cobra Kai students in their skeleton attire. Finally, the last scene shows Daniel executing a Hadoken-like move against two karate practitioners, in what seems to be a continuation of the scene at the All Valley Sports Arena. Let's discuss what's confirmed so far. This game is going to encompass the original Karate Kid trilogy, as the trailer shows Kreese, Silver, and Chozen as bosses. There's also a screenshot confirming the inclusion of not only Mike Barnes as a boss, but some of these fights may be point-based like the movies, as there's a ref present in this screenshot and another. The confirmed playable characters so far are Daniel, Mr. Miyagi, Ali, and Kumiko, with at least some of the moves originating from the movie, notably the crane kick. The game is being published by Game Mill Entertainment, the publishers of both previous Cobra Kai games, though it's unclear if Flux Game Studio is the developer this time, who states that there will be 12 levels, including Topanga Beach, West Valley High, Cobra Kai Dojo, and the All Valley Tournament. However, it shows that there will be co-op but only local. I'll talk about this in the next section, but the confirmed platforms are PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series, Xbox One, Switch, and Steam. The game is set to release on September 20th. I'd like to discuss what I'd like to see in this game. First, I think the decision to not have online co-op, which I hope they seriously reconsider, is again a bad move. When Cobra Kai, the Karate Kid Saga Continues was released in 2020, during the middle of the pandemic when people just weren't casually going to people's houses, it also released without online play, which I think seriously hurt the game. The game itself wasn't bad, but I think the art direction could have been a bit better, along with the inclusion of online play. And we all know how Dojo's Rising turned out, which I also plan to talk about in great length in the future, so I think the return to a retro beat 'em up was a smart move. This is likely because of an influx of beat 'em up games we've seen, starting with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Because of that, we have some classics both released and upcoming, such as Toxic Crusaders, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind, and Double Dragon Gaiden. Speaking of, the next thing I'd like to see in this game is playable boss characters. Double Dragon Gaiden Rise of the Dragons, developed by an amazing two-man team at Secret Base, has a wonderful feature where you can accumulate tokens and use that to spend on in-game content, including boss characters. The Karate Kid Street Rumble should take note of this and hopefully allow us the ability to unlock playable characters like Johnny Lawrence, Chosen, Mike Barnes, Kreese, and Silver. I'd be even willing to pay for this as DLC, but hoping that online play will be a feature, even if that's remote play via Steam. Speaking of that, the third thing I would like to see is DLC. Shredder's Revenge did a great job of this by not only adding playable characters, but also survival mode with replayability, and multiple skins for your characters. Perhaps Street Rumble could also do something similar, whether it's a versus mode, a time attack mode, or a survival mode. We could also see some ideas of adding Cobra Kai characters as a crossover, such as Miguel, Hawk, Robbie, Sam, Tori, and others. Whether DLC or not, I would hope we also get different outfit choices for the characters as well, such as Daniel's gi and the outfit he wears to the Oban Festival. We could get Miyagi's more classic attire as well, and some of Kumiko's street clothes we saw in Karate Kid Part 2. This game overall is something I look forward to. I believe we're in a new golden age of beat 'em ups with some of the classics I mentioned before, and I can't wait to see how this new Karate Kid game plays. I'm hoping Game Mill learns from its mistakes from the previous Cobra Kai games and will add some interesting features as well. We can only wait and see, but at least we'll have some more franchise related material to enjoy between Cobra Kai Season 6 Parts 1 and 2. As we draw closer to the release date of Season 6 Part 1, make sure to catch up on the Karate Kid films and Cobra Kai. While you're at it, check out some of the previous analysis videos I've done up to this point as well.